What up, body bags? BDG reviews here. What I got for you tonight is a review of H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon. I'm gonna say it right now. First off, this is a bootleg. If you want a blue copy, you need to get either a German Blu-ray or a French Blu-ray. Sit down, dude. Come on. That's they're the only countries that have a blue. I've heard some. Really? There's some company putting one out. I think it's, I don't know if it's, I think it's a UK company, if I remember right, just putting one out. But, yeah, that's that. Basic, dude, seriously, you make a better door than a window. Hold on. Come on, you. Come on, look, you want to be on camera? You want to be on camera? There, look. Yeah. Go down. The plot of this movie, it's 4 stories. Well, 3 in a wraparound, I should say. They're supposed to be based on Lovecraft stories, but the funny thing is only 2 of them are actually based on Lovecraft stories. The wraparound features Jeffrey Combs as H.P. Lovecraft. He has like a prosthetic chin and nose on. He actually looks a hell of a lot like Lovecraft. It's kind of cool. The first story was supposed to be originally an adaptation of Rats in the Walls. Christoph Gans was doing it. He decided to go some other way. He went more Poe influenced and went with like some story about like bringing like the dead back by, I don't know, like demonic ritual or something. It's decent. It's not Lovecraft, but it's still, it kind of gets the feeling of it. The next one is by Shusuke Kaneko, and he actually was the one that went on to direct the 3 Heisei Gamera films. So, he's had a pretty good career, honestly. That's probably the most Lovecraft, like, step for step of them all. And it's a retelling of Cold Air. Guy upstairs, he's actually dead, but, got to keep everything cold so he can stay alive. It's probably the closest to the actual source material. And the third one is from Brian Usna, and that is, it's a bit of a departure, really, but, it's supposed to be based on Whisperer in Darkness. I don't really get that. Essentially, you got this cop woman, and, yeah, she ends up, like, underground. It gives me more of a feeling of the Midnight Meat Train than it does Lovecraft. So, it is what it is. All in all, the effects in this movie are superb. Done by Screaming Mad George, so you know it's going to be good. The acting's decent all around. The directing's good, cinematography's good. Everything about this movie, honestly, is pretty damn good. I think, honestly, and the wraparound, though, like I said, with Jeffrey Combs playing Lovecraft is really awesome, and it's got some cool stuff. All in all, for a rating, I give this like a 8.5 out of 10. This is like a high watermark for for anthology films. I think the only problem is the fact, it says right there on the cover, H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon. I would have liked things to be a bit more, Lovecraft. And there's one part I'm going to get into. It's not a spoiler. The third story with the cop. There's a big kind of tonal shift, and like everything up to that point has been kind of like you couldn't really set a time period. I mean, you can with the Cold Air one, because there's like a diner and stuff, but it very much jumps forward. It's very much like 80s or 90s set with the cop, where, this is supposed to be Lovecraft reading from the Necronomicon to find out these stories. It's a little bit, it is what it is. But still, a really fun movie, and I recommend giving it a shot. If you don't have the option of a foreign Blu-ray, this particular bootleg one you can find it on Instagram. Just saying. And it's pretty good. It's got a commentary track on as well, so that's sort of sweet. Interesting commentary track. All in all, good flick. Definitely worth checking out if you get the chance. So yeah, Necronomicon, H.P. Lovecraft's Necronomicon, 8.5 out of 10. Good stuff. See you next week.